A factory makes 3 sizes of bookcases. The sizes are small, medium, and large. Each bookcase can be made from pine, oak, or yew wood. Yes, there is a type of wood that is called yew. It's spelled Y-E-W, but it's pronounced just like, what are you doing? It's yew wood, but it has a different spelling. The two-way table shows information about the number of bookcases the factory makes in 1 week. Complete the two-way table. So we're going to go through and complete our two-way table. In this column, how many pieces are missing? 1. So do I do it or skip it? Do it. Now, is the missing piece of information, is that the part of the column or the total of the column? Part. So am I going to add or subtract? So I'm going to take the total and subtract 7, subtract 3, come up with 10. In this column, how many pieces of information are missing?
2.
2. So do we do it or skip it? Skip it. In this column, how many pieces of information are missing? 2. So do we do it or skip it? Skip it. In this column, how many pieces of information are missing? 1. Do it or skip it? Do it. Now, is the missing piece of information the part in the column or the total of the column? Total. So I'm going to do what to my numbers? Add them. 60, 70. Notice that when we did all the columns and we're done with all the columns, we still have missing pieces. So now we need to look at the rows. For the pine row, how many pieces of information are missing?
2.
Do it or skip it? Skip it. For the oak row, how many pieces of information are missing?
1.
Do it or skip it? Do it. Is this the part of the row or the total of the row? Part. So add or subtract. So I'm going to take 34 minus 16 minus 10 and
8.
come up with,
8.
thank you, 8. You guys are so good to me. For the U row, how many pieces of information are missing? None. Yay. For the total row, how many pieces of information are missing? 1. Do it or skip it? Do it. Is this the part of the row or the total of the row? Of the row. Is this a part of the row or the total of the row? Part. This is the total of the column, but this is the part of the row. This is the total of the column, but part of the row. So I'm going to take this total of the row and subtract 14 and 20 and come up with,
36.
thank you so very much. Okay, so now we went through all the columns, we went through all the rows, and we still have empty pieces. So now we're going to go back to the columns again. Any missing pieces? Yay. Any missing pieces? How many?
1.
Do it or skip it? Do it. Now, is this part of the column or the total of the column? Part. So am I going to add or subtract? So I'm going to take the total, 36, subtract 8, subtract 16, and come up with,
12.
thank you so very much. Do it or skip it? Do it. Is this the part of the column or the total of the column? Part. So add or subtract? Take the total, subtract 2, subtract 8, and come up with,
4.
and last row is done. Our column is done. Do we have all of our pieces filled in?
Yes.
Yay! Part A. How many bookcases did the factory make? 70. This is the total of all of the small, medium, and large bookcases. There are 70. That is the sum of the bookcases. How many small bookcases did the factory make?
20.
How many?
20.
20. Because does this question ask you if they were made out of pine, oak, or yew? No, we don't care what they were made out of. This question just wants to know about the small bookcases And we have 7 in pine, 10 in oak, 3 in yew, but a total, as you said, 20 bookcases that are small. Problem C, how many pine bookcases did the factory make? Now, here's the pine. Do we care if they're small? Do we care if they were medium or large size bookcases? We just want to know how many small, medium, and large pine bookcases do they make, and that is 23. The total pine, which is makes up of the small, medium, and large. Problem D, how many large bookcases did the factory make? Here are my large. Do we care if they're pine? Do we care if they're oak? Do we care if they're yew? We just want to know how many altogether did they make, and that was 14. Go ahead and stop the video.